Okay, this is January 16th, 2020, and this is Reverend Crystal Cox, and I'm just going to read to you some of the headlines. So, thegatewaypundit.com. So, Biden inaugural like Baghdad. Green zone, red zone, military checkpoints to enter. This is the Gateway Pundit, so it's not one of the mainstream media, fear-based. So, there was a video going around of some woman that was there that said it's not like that. So it's not really threatening to the people. But there is a lot of military there, and they're IDing anyone that comes in and out. And they're doing that, they're doing it for the good guys. So, okay, President Trump declassifies Russia collusion documents coming as soon as Friday. That already happened. Let's see, zoom out here a little bit. Leaked Zoom call shows U.S. federal employees conspiring to sabotage the Trump administration. If you have not seen those are in this same video channel. It's just awesome. I don't know who the players are, so I'm going to definitely click on that and be posting it on the TRUMPSARA site. See who the people are. It's pretty incredible. They talk about breaking the windows. They talk about everything that was going to happen before it happened. So it proves that it's premeditated and it was nothing to do with Trump. Okay, Biden-Harris, an inauguration welcome event. Okay, Joe Biden holds inaugural celebration on YouTube. Only 24,000 tune into his channel. Okay, Trump holds YouTube speech at Alamo and got 804,000 viewers while he spoke. So that's not even, later. Okay. Oh, doesn't this disgust you? Stunning hypocrisy demon Nancy Pelosi cheers National Guard troops in D.C. today after she attacked Trump for sending in National Guard troops to D.C. BLM riots. So remember last summer they were trying to burn down federal buildings in Portland. They were in Seattle. They were Philadelphia. There in D.C. Just burning things up and just and the Democrats called it protesting, and they didn't want the National Guard sent in. They refused them. Well, now they want the National Guard to protect themselves. But as we know from the intel, that's not really why they're there. Okay, don't pay attention to that ads or any gloom and doom. Okay, compare and contrast Democrat D.C. war zone versus the Hunger Games. Okay, outrageous. Lowe's Hotel will no longer host Josh Hawley fundraiser after he challenged the Pennsylvania election results. Just imagine all of these hotels, all of these book publishing companies, all been linked to the CCP, and they're all going to be up for treason. But you have to let them commit the crime. All right. Crazy fired FBI Director Jim Comey says Biden should pardon President Trump on day one, then the next day compares Trump supporters to Al-Qaeda. So what about the rest of us, right? Okay, former BuzzFeed employee and Trump hater Baked Alaska, who endorsed a Democrat for president, gets arrested after storming the Capitol. 13 Israelis suffer facial paralysis after Pfizer COVID jab, 29 dead in Norway. Massive migrant caravan coming up through Honduras and Guatemala because they know, they believe they know, that Joe's going to be president and they can come on in. And it's very disturbing how, they just come in across the border and they're all of a sudden entitled to, what do they say, $1,800 or $1,400 or something per person every month. And we're not. Americans are sleeping in the street. That's an ad. Okay, White House releases list of President Trump's accomplishments, and it is historic. This is the illegal aliens on their way. I guess Amazon bans Parler for violence, but allows Kill Trump merchandise. GOP leaders in D.C. don't represent 74 million Trump voters. Reporter Emerald Robinson. Trump is focused on primarying those who didn't stand behind him. Dan Scavano releases incredible video of President Trump to poem If. Okay, policeman who appeared to direct the protesters in the Capitol now being touted as a hero who risked his life. You remember that guy, right? Seemed to lead him up the stairs. Okay, that's an ad. Obama friend and former premier Matteo Renzi triggers political crisis in Italy. So are you seeing all the different governments falling around the world? Jassara and Nassara. We're now calling it TRUMPSARA. Italy was involved in that and connected with Obama and connected with stealing the election. CEO accuses political left of weaponizing coronavirus to vanquish Trump while destroying tens of millions of lives in the process. Yes, it was a biochemical weapon. If you need all this to protect your inauguration from the people, maybe the people didn't elect you. DC worker shown in the video at military checkpoints. We've seen a lot of videos from people going to work in Washington, D.C. and showing what it's like there. Leaving them in is a death sentence. Activists asked Trump to pardon conservative political prisoners. Trump confidant Mike Lindell points to report that China, Russia, and others interfere in the 2020 election. And I will be posting these. And, okay, Antifa activist Daniel Allen Baker arrested for plotting to murder Trump supporters. Tells supporters on YouTube he receives Soros money. Fox News reportedly considering hiring the brother of former Obama advisor. Next week's going to be a whole different reality, folks. 2 weeks from now, yeah, even more so. Okay, then all this talk about the pillow guy, right? He's probably a super soldier, like a psychic remote viewer helping him. But it's so funny when they do that. See, they could easily have that in a folder. And if you're planning, some sort of a martial law insurrection sort of deal, and you don't want the press or public to know, you wouldn't walk around like that. So they obviously wanted him to zoom in on it. To give everybody a heads up or what. So former Tennessee Congressman Harold Ford does interview and shows off his Mayo pic in the background. Mayo, however you pronounce that. And then this guy, they let him out right away without bail. Let's see. And we've seen the pages before that. So let's just look a little bit at what the Epic Times has going today. So the epictimes.com, I go to the editions one because there's all these different things. The China stuff's amazing. So Washington highly militarized ahead of Biden's inauguration. House committee opens investigation into January 6th Capitol breach. Gun sales surge in 2020, a year roiled by pandemic anxiety and political uncertainty. White House showcases list of Trump presidency accomplishments. Engaging in dialogue can dissolve cancel culture. President of Summit Ministries. Biden White House will make visitor logs public. There will not be a Biden White House. Well, there might be, because the Republic's going to be out of Texas, right? That's going to be the new base of the... Anyway, whatever. Believe what you want, discern, you know how it is. Graham releases Russia probe docs, calls Crossfire Hurricane incompetent and corrupt. 55 people died in U.S. after receiving COVID-19 vaccine. Facebook blocks creation of new events near Capitol through Inauguration Day. IRS pushes back start of tax season to February 12th. Yeah, because there will be no taxes. Trump said no income taxes. Biden would bring back in income tax, massive taxes, forced vaccines, shutting down the businesses, forced masks, war, and people voted for this. It's quite shocking. Okay, House Committee open investigation. Gun sales, White House, we already saw all that. Okay, so then the regular news. There's a few things I want to show you. Biden plans dozens of executive orders for his early days. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm already sick of his face. If I had to... Ugh. National Guard deployed to Sacramento in cases of protest. So the National Guard in every state has been brought in. So the governors have to call them in. But I think that the Insurrection Act's already been signed. And I don't know if it was just for D.C. or whatever. But all of these National Guards that are everywhere will be federalized. Again, do your own homework. That's just what I believe from what I've studied. Migrant caravan demands Biden administration honor its commitments. FBI probing if foreign government groups funded extremists to help executive Capitol attack. Yep, foreign governments. Joe Biden launches future POTUS account amid row with Twitter. Virginia man arrested in inauguration checkpoint says he was lost and didn't mean to bring a gun. Ammunition to D.C. Moving to Seattle. Okay, so this is here. Bill Maher. Yeah, we don't need to do that. Giuliani says he's working on Trump's impeachment defense, would argue voter fraud claim. So that should be interesting. What actions Joe Biden plans to take on day one. This is too funny. it's such an illusion. It's such two timelines, two parallel realities running at once, and we can see them. You know, right there's one completely different world. A week from now, a completely different world, one way or the other. Georgia lawyer, mother of zip tie guy, charged in Capitol riot. Harris to be sworn in by justice at inauguration. Okay, Indonesia earthquake kills 46. DHS reports a record, blah, blah, record fear. Okay, something near the FBI building in Seattle, because that's the area that I'm in the Seattle area, so that's my local news. Oh, this was good news, right? Banking heir Benjamin de Rothschild dies at 57, because the Rothschild money is pure evil. All right, so that's just some of the updates for today. God bless you all.